forever. Solidarity forever. Soli. Labour Party is our own. Labour Party is our party. Nigeria go better. When Labour Party come, they will sing with me. Labour Party is our own. Labour Party is our party. Nigeria go better. When Labour Party come, they will sing with me. Labour Party is our own. Labour Party is our party. Please, gentlemen, can you clear the Labour Party is our own. Labour Party is our party. Nigeria go better. When Labour Party come, they rule. Labour as our new the man, National Secretary of our... Please, I cannot mention everybody here. We continue to recognize as we go. Forward. Mama, to unveil a vice presidential candidate. People had thought we will not be able to attain this. And I'm happy today that what they thought was not possible have become possible. And this is a clear message to those who have held the country hostage, that they should begin to note that the time is up. The ruling oligarchy in Nigeria that have held those hostage over the years must begin to get the notice that it's no longer business as usual. The time of the people has come. The people's movement has come. It is time for the people of Nigeria to be liberated from hunger, from poverty, from unemployment, from insecurity, and bad governance. And that is what is playing out today. I must say clearly that Our Excellency has made it very, very clear that he's going to make the country, he's going to move the country from being a consumption country to a production country. The credentials, the behavior, the antecedents of our presidential candidate is very, very obvious. It's unparalleled. And therefore, you need a vice presidential candidate that will be able to measure up to this. Comrade Peter Obi cannot do it alone. He needs people like himself. He needs men and women of credibility, men and women of dignity, result-oriented men, men with innovative ideas to change the narratives of the country. And that is why we quietly went into a search to look for such person to be vice presidential candidate. And in line with our promise to Nigerians that we are going to bring the finest northerner, a Muslim, a philanthropist, a man of many paths, to be the vice president have gone, and today we have succeeded. There is no gainsaying the fact that the man we are presenting will complement our presidential candidate. Today is not a day for long speech. but to present to Nigerians that we have the best material to pilot the affairs of this country to where it ought to be. I have maintained before, and I will reiterate, that the problem of the country is leadership inflicted. Nigerians are suffering from insecurity, hunger, unemployment, name it, because of failed and bad leadership, clueless leadership. And that is the narrative that we want to change. And the people that we have on board, no doubt, will take Nigeria to that promised land. Amen. The people themselves have seen it, and that's why they have keyed into the project. The mood of the country is clear. The people have pointed where they want to be in 2023, and I'm very, very happy about the mood of the people. Bob Marley says you can fool the people or sometime, you can't fool them. So the time of the people has come. It is not in my place to unveil the vice presidential candidates. It is the constitutional responsibility of the president to announce his running mate. I therefore have the honor and privilege this morning to invite the incoming president, Peter Obi, to unveil and announce his vice presidential candidate.
We have decided for no party. We have decided for no party. We have decided to take Nigeria. No going back, no going back. One more time. We have decided for no party. We have decided for no party. We have decided to save Nigeria. No going back, no going back. Never party,
Forward ever.
forward ever.
Please be seated. One minister is just minister is minister. People say senator is senator. So minister is minister.
Senator is always a senator.
Distinguished senator, that is man and Honorable Jason. And all the other delegates that are here, I won't mention the one that we hear from. Something remarkable for me is that happened this morning. When I said I'm going to do this, I was mandate by DG this morning. He said, now whenever you go out there, you must write what you're going to say. I said, DG, I don't write what I say. He said, you must put it in writing. So this one, we must write it and give you, read it. I said, DG, I've never done this before, so how can I start reading now? He said, well, that's I'm the DG. So you have to obey me until, so I said, if I start reading it, but let me thank you, all of you that are gathered here, especially the press. This event was supposed to take place yesterday, and I sincerely apologize. I went to Maiduguri, and we couldn't make it as scheduled for one reason or the other. So I apologize for those of you who were involved yesterday. What we are going to do here today is very simple. And I thank you for being witness to this our journey of taking back Nigeria. What we are doing here today, after months, weeks and months, we've gone around, consulted, searched around to look for, like the chairman has said, somebody who will fit the bill of what we're trying to do. And I'm about to tell you that we have been able to meet and secure somebody who is eminently qualified. Eminently qualified. Fit the bill to be the vice president of Nigeria. I know people will say, you're not there yet. But I can tell you, I know where we're going. This is our march to secure, unite, and make Nigeria productive. And you can't do it without having people who have similar vision, similar idea, and are prepared for that onerous task. I have very distinctive honor to present to you somebody I can call a friend, a younger brother, because I'm senior, which is what I've said to them. A younger brother, and God willing, the next Vice President of Nigeria. In the name of Senator Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed, who have been described as one of the brightest, youngest personalities in Nigeria that has distinguished himself in all areas. He brings to this mission a great wealth of experience from the background of a private sector to public sector, and a global knowledge that will help in our journey of turning around this country. Today, our country is facing so many challenges, which I would not want to mention here because we're just here to introduce our vice presidential candidate. But I will not be doing a great service to our country if I do not mention some of those. We're today the poverty capital of the world. We're today hugely indebted. And I've said in my interview a few days ago, we're actually about to default in our debt servicing, which will just trigger us into junk status. I pray it doesn't happen. But that is where we are. By the end of this year, we will need 100% of our revenue will not be enough to service our debts. That is where we've gotten ourselves into. Our people are hungry, they're angry, and all this is cumulative effect of bad leadership. And we've decided to halt this collapse, to stop this drift. We made this choice, and that we have sat down and discussed. And I said to them, what we are doing is not just two of us. We're bringing all Nigerians into this big tent where everybody will be involved, because we want to end the primitive politics of ethnicity, religion, and all sorts of things. Like I've said, show me where in the north, where there's uninterrupted electricity. Show me where people are not hungry. Show me where there's no poverty in the north. Show me where people are prospering and industries. Unemployment is not in the north. Show it to me in the south. There's none. But politicians give excuse because it's from here. What we want now is to replace all that with competence and merit. And that is why I said to my younger brother, this is not a journey where you think anybody is boss. We will soon select a team too, because not just two of us. Chairman said two of us. Chairman is not two of us, I've governed the state. We're going to have a team of people who will join us to be able, if we succeed, to be able to build the Nigerian that would desire to start bringing people to have faith in their country, to have hope, to be proud to call Nigeria their own. And that is what we want to do. And that is coming with the same background that the two of us will be able to start this process. Now that we have completed this cycle of nominations, we will soon, in the next few days, more weeks, be able to come out with policies, a manifesto that will be anchored on the 17 SDG position. Because we must rescue this country. We must ensure that this country is secured, this country is united, and this country is productive. It's been done in every country of the world, emerging country of the world. So, it is not rocket science. It just requires a background. It requires, so my dear people, in the coming months, in the coming days, you'll be hearing from me, you'll be hearing from the Vice President. There's something that Lord Daddy has said. They said to me, in this country, is a place people say to me, no, maybe you're talking too much. I said, no. Everybody in the world who is running campaign is talking too much because people want to hear you. You know, people even say, I said, why do you have to write a manifesto? I have a written constitution. So listen to me and take note. Let those who are competing come and say who they are and take note. There's no need giving you a glossy paper which we don't know what is written on it. Hear from our mouth so we can tell you what we want to do. So in the coming months, we will be telling you what we're going to do. And we want you to take note and hold us responsible. I go everywhere and said, we must save here. We're young, we're energetic, we're prepared to unleash the ingenuity, resourcefulness, and the energy of the young ones in this country. Because that's where our capital. We are committed to turning all those vast land in the north into the oil of the future. I was flying from Maiduguri yesterday into Abuja, and I turned round to somebody who was on my left, the Papa Nuncio in Nigeria. And I said, let me tell you, show you the problem of this country. Said, how? Said, just watch. From Maiduguri to Abuja, we saw vast empty land. All cultivated. I said, there's nowhere in the world you can fly like this. It will be farmland. Yes. That is our oil. And we must turn it into oil. Oil is a diminishing asset. We must unlock the new assets, which is the land. our people will go back there to be productive. America, the richest state in America is California, not Texas. It has twice the GDP of Texas, 3.3 trillion. Texas is 1.8. It's not oil, it's agriculture. It's production. Kanu and Kaduna is processing center. We will unlock what the ports can do in Port Harcourt. It's a transshipment port that can generate enough income. We have people in Aba that can do the shoe and the clothing that Vietnam is doing and earning $something billion a year. It must stop. This country must produce. And that's what we're going to do. That's what Datti comes with his background. He can't have PhD in economics for nothing. It is to be utilized. And I'm coming from that background. He's been a successful businessman, a successful private sector. I want both of us to leave the confines of our success in private sector and do it in the public. That's what we're doing today. Finally, my dear people, I'm showing you the team. As I'm looking around, I'm seeing members of the team around here. It's not just going to be two of us. It's not our election. It's your election. Yes. It is Nigeria. Yes. The structures are you. Those who tell you about structure, tell them your children, your family, you are the structures. It is time. They cannot continue to scare us with those words. We will take back our country. Correct. Yes. And let them, I will even convert them into the structures we have. Their structures will be our structures. Yes. They will follow us. Yes. So, my dear people, let me once again introduce and present Senator Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, now raise our hand. Then give it to the Huh? Okay. So, no problem.
Labour Party is our party. Nigeria go better. When Labour Party come, they do one more time. Labour Party comes now. Labour Party is our party. Nigeria go better.
So many supposed to raise their hand before he speaks.
Before we talk.
Before he speaks.
Please, let's take our seat. At this point in time, I want to invite.
I now have the honor and privilege to raise the hand of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the party makes us strong. Labour Party
Forward ever.
Please, let's have the incoming Vice President of Nigeria, Senator Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed, to make a remark.
Excellency Peter Obi, friends, associates, the media force, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I wish to begin by uploading my endless praises to Almighty Allah, who gives power to who He wills, when He wills, and how he wills. I thank Almighty Allah for bringing us to where we are and what we are doing here and now. More so, I remain ever so grateful and indebted to my leader, my principal, my president-to-be. And his team, who worked diligently, researched, and found me wanting. I remain forever humbled and appreciative of this consideration. My task is simple, and it is to accept this nomination and this candidacy. Just before I do that, I should normally give justification as follows. The undeniable, unchallengeable, fundamental reason for being on this ticket is to rescue Nigeria. And it goes logically and without saying that you can only rescue that which is in trouble. Nigeria is in a great deal of trouble. I cannot afford not to be part of the movement to rescue Nigeria. The second reason is that I believe in the greatness of Nigeria. I believe there will be peace and prosperity. I believe Nigerian people will unite. In fact, let me deviate a bit. Having come from educational background, I belong to the system in which you walk into a classroom, after 1 hour you come out a changed person. Ever since I met His Excellency Peter Obi, I've been changing every time we sit. There is a message I'm going to carry, and I'll continue to disseminate that. And you only get this message from somebody who is knowledgeable, somebody who researches. When I hear a new thing, I know it. When I hear a valuable thing, I know it. And I cannot let it pass. The fertile land in the north is the crude oil of Nigeria. I mean, how much more nationalist can you be? How much more detribalized can you be to say this? I see a brighter future for Nigeria from such comments. Then I want to justify from the angle of the individuals. He who was motivated by success in the private sector and fought and became a governor for 8 years, and since after those 8 years has maintained integrity and honor to this date, is one that will not fail in campaign promises. Yes. Peter Obi. He who believes in financial propriety will not engage in political rascality. Peter Obi. He who believes in credibility and integrity in the matter of who to associate with will not mismanage personal, human, and community relations. Peter Obi. Your Excellency, this is a high point in my life. This is a high point in my career. And I think this is pivotal and a turning point. Having said this, with all trust to Almighty Allah, with my belief that I am doing this for the sake of Nigeria, with all humility, I accept your generous nomination to serve as Vice Presidential candidate in the Labour Party for 2023 elections. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I thought you were going to say, and I told you that have a lady for money. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. We have come to the end of this event. I want to thank His Excellency, our Secretariat, and House of Representatives. Gentlemen of the press, please let's stand up.